Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. We got another trade review here. This time it'll be Yimi Garcia heading to the Seattle Mariners. Man, they needed it in that bullpen. We just checked it out a second ago before getting on here. It'll be for Jonathan Clase, and it was a catcher from UNLV. What was his name, Blake?
Yeah, Jacob Sharp, 22-year-old catcher out of UNLV. So they get a guy that was 10th in the Seattle Mariners system, which is a pretty good get for the Jays. Obviously, the Jays need to recoup some prospects, recoup some prospects after making some trades to the last three deadlines. The pipeline is definitely thin. And this Class A guy, he looks pretty good. Switch hitting center fielder. Stole 79 bags across A and Double A last year with a little bit of pop too. So obviously here you look at the system. Rose Martinez is out with PEDs. Tiedemann's been banged up. Berea just got Tommy John. So there's a lot of injuries at the pipeline, but it's nice to add a guy like Class A. I mean, there's not a lot of pop and speed in this pipeline, so this is a good little skill set that they got.
Yeah, interesting build here. 5'10", 150 pounds.
Yeah,
So I mean, wow. I mean, he's not the biggest dude, but I
yeah.
mean, he's in the minor leagues. He's slugged like you said last year. He had 20 homers and had
Mhm.
79 stolen bags, so he's gonna fly.
Yeah,
I would assume that he plays some pretty decent defense with those legs. But I mean,
yeah,
yeah, it's definitely interesting.
yeah.
And it'll probably be a piece of the future for the Jays, and
Yeah,
he'll probably be up this year at some point.
yeah. He actually had 19 games with Seattle this year. He hit 195, so they gave him a little bit of taste of Major League. Didn't do the best, obviously. Still a pretty young guy, but ETA says 2024. They did send him down to Buffalo, but yeah, like I said, after the deadline, if they trade a guy like Kiermaier, he'll definitely be up with the big club.
Yep. Alrighty, well, let's get to the big guy in Yemi Garcia.
Hmm.
This is what the Mariners are looking like these days in the back end of that bullpen. He slides right into that setup spot uh, ahead of Andres Munoz. Um, I know they played the Angels earlier in the week, and their bullpen blew 3 games. So it's definitely Santos just came back. He only has 4 innings pitched all year. Matt Brash is out with TJ.
Yep.
Salcedo's been solid. Snyder's been solid. Outside of that, they just traded Ryan Stanek as well.
Mhm.
So I would expect them to go out and maybe get one more arm, maybe two. Who knows? But yeah, this bullpen it's getting bolstered up in that back end. One more setup guy that's a true eighth inning guy, and the Mariners are looking pretty good pitching wise, which they have all year, especially their starting pitching.
Yeah.
They don't have to add theirs, so they're looking for bats. We did the review last night on Randy Rosarena.
Mhm.
Obviously, J Rod is hurt right now. Crawford's hurt. You got Mitch Garver only batting 168. So if they can get him going in the second half here, hopefully he can go DH. But they definitely need some bats. And I expect this to be hopping back on doing another review for who did the Seattle Mariners get, uh, because it seems like they're going to be putting the gas down all the way to the trade deadline.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. Obviously,
um,
Dakota's been really aggressive and just Garcia's stuff. Obviously, I've watched him for the last 3 years in Toronto. This is the best stuff I've seen since he's been in a Blue Jays uniform. His fastball's touched 100. He's got a wipeout breaking ball. Mariners fans are going to love this guy. He's got nasty stuff. Obviously, he has been banged up a little bit this year, but other than that, he's been relatively healthy the last 3 years. But yeah, this is going to be a huge ad. And if Munoz is down, Garcia's had some save opportunities. He's got 5 saves this year. He had some saves the last couple years too. So and he's closed when he was with the Marlins too as well. So if Munoz, if something does happen to him, obviously you hope for that not to happen. Garcia's got closing experience too.
yeah, I think it's a good trade. It looks like the Mariners are again they're going for it. So
Mhm.
I'm excited to see. Even though I'm an Angels fan, I'm excited to see how hard the Mariners go because trades are exciting and we get to talk about them. So, all right, guys, that's going to do it for this one. Make sure you guys are tuning in to all of these trade recaps. We've done a Rosarena already. Austin Hayes. We did Zach Eflin, and now you have a Yimi Garcia. I think we may do a Paxton in a second here. So if you're interested in that, if you're a Mariners fan, obviously Paxton was there for a long time. So you want to go check in on an old friend, go check that out. And we'll see you on the next one. Later.